When he stops loving you, 10 signs you should recognize. Dear Queen, the moment you start to feel that the man who once loved you is slipping away, it can be heartbreaking. You may find yourself wondering what went wrong. You might question whether you did something to cause the shift. But here's the truth. When love fades, it's not always something you've done. Sometimes, it's just the natural course of a relationship. The signs may be subtle at first, but they grow stronger as time passes. When he stops loving you, you'll notice it in the way he behaves. He might not say it directly, but his actions will speak louder than his words ever could. Let's explore these signs, so you can recognize them early and protect your heart. 1. He stops trying. When a man loves you, he puts effort into the relationship. But when he stops trying, you'll notice a decline in his interest and effort. He doesn't make the effort to keep the romance alive. He doesn't plan dates or surprises. He doesn't show interest in your day or your thoughts. You feel like you're the one carrying the weight of the relationship. This lack of effort is one of the first signs that the love is fading. 2. He's emotionally detached. When a man is in love, he shares his feelings with you. But when that love fades, he becomes emotionally distant. He stops confiding in you and no longer seeks your emotional support. He withdraws from emotional intimacy, leaving you feeling alone even when you're together. You may even start to feel like you're living with a stranger. This emotional detachment is a sign that his love is no longer what it once was. 3. He stops showing affection. Affection is a key part of love. But when a man stops loving you, he starts to pull away physically. He no longer touches you the way he used to. Hugs, kisses, and cuddling become rare. He avoids intimacy altogether. When you try to initiate affection, he responds with indifference or discomfort. This lack of physical closeness is a clear sign that he's no longer emotionally invested. 4. He becomes critical of you. When a man is in love, he sees you with kindness and understanding. But when he stops loving you, he starts to focus on your flaws. He criticizes the things he once accepted. He points out your mistakes and magnifies your imperfections. He no longer sees you as the woman he once adored. Instead, he finds fault in everything you do. This criticism is a sign that his feelings have shifted. 5. He stops making future plans. When a man loves you, he talks about the future, plans, dreams, and goals that involve both of you. But when the love fades, he stops making future plans with you. He no longer includes you in his vision for the future. He avoids discussing long-term commitments, like marriage, children, or even vacations. The future doesn't seem to matter to him anymore. This lack of planning together signals that he's emotionally checked out of the relationship. 6. He keeps secrets. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. But when he starts keeping secrets from you, it's a sign that something has changed. He may withhold information about his day, his feelings, or his interactions with others. He becomes secretive about his social media activity or phone conversations. This secrecy is often a sign of emotional disengagement. He's no longer open with you because he no longer values the connection you once shared. 7. He's more interested in other things. When he stops loving you, he starts to prioritize other things over you. He becomes more absorbed in his work, his hobbies, or his friends. He spends less time with you and more time focusing on anything but the relationship. His attention is diverted, and you're left feeling like an afterthought. This shift in priorities reflects the fading love he once had for you. 8. He's dismissive of your feelings. When a man is emotionally connected to you, he listens to your concerns and validates your emotions. But when he stops loving you, he becomes dismissive of your feelings. He brushes off your concerns as insignificant or overdramatic. He may even make you feel like you're the problem. This lack of empathy shows that he no longer values your emotional needs or your perspective. 9. He no longer apologizes. In any healthy relationship, apologies are important. When someone loves you, they take responsibility for their mistakes. But when he stops loving you, he no longer feels the need to apologize. He becomes defensive, avoiding accountability for his actions. He doesn't care to fix the things he's done wrong. This lack of humility and remorse is a strong indication that his feelings have changed. 10. You feel alone in the relationship. Perhaps the most significant sign that he no longer loves you is the feeling of loneliness. You feel like you're in a relationship, but you're still alone. The emotional connection is gone, and it feels like you're just going through the motions. You're not a priority in his life anymore, and the bond you once shared has weakened. This isolation is often the clearest indicator that the love between you has faded. Recognizing the signs that he's no longer in love with you is painful, but understanding them is the first step to protecting yourself and your heart. If you feel like you're being treated as an option instead of a priority, it's time to reassess the relationship. You deserve a love that makes you feel valued, cherished, and seen. Don't settle for less. Trust your intuition, listen to your heart, and remember, you are worthy of the most beautiful kind of love. Please subscribe, like, and share to get more deep talk with Samuel Okeke.